How to build an AI sales bot that qualifies leads, makes them a personalized offer, and books a call with them straight to your calendar. All of that automatically, completely for free, and you don't need more than 10 minutes to build it. This is the topic we'll be looking at in this video, so let's go. And for everyone who doesn't know me, which should be the majority of you, my name is Tim, and I've built multiple chatbots for various businesses over the past few years to handle their customer service intelligently so that their employees and customer service can invest their time more profitably. And now that we're all on the same page, let's see how these chatbots look like first. Okay, awesome. This is the chatbot that I've built for one of my clients, and the software we're building this in is called VoiceFlow. This is pretty simple. You just head over to their website, voiceflow.com, create an account, add a new bot, everything very self-explaining, and then you'll be led to a new page. But that all for the future. Let's now look at how these bots look like. So we have a start note here where we're just greeting the user, and the interesting part for us is this one down here. So we have another path up here to solve a problem that the user has or to answer their questions, but these lead into very long workflows, and we're only interested in actually qualifying the lead, which we're doing in this path down here. So if the user says that he wants to get to know us better, we first send him a brief overview of what the company actually does, and then ask if there's anything specific that they're looking for. If they say yes, we'll just get them into the question answering workflow. And if they say no, they're just looking, we begin to ask them questions to qualify this lead. So let's go through this very quickly. The first question is why they're actually on the website, why they're interested in these products that your company sells. Then we label him with a problem. Everyone who knows Alexa Mosi might see where this is going. So we're using the closer framework for this. For everyone who doesn't know, no problem. The closer framework is clarifying why your lead is there, label them with a problem, objectify their past mistakes, sell them the vacation, explain away their concerns, and reinforce the decision. We can't do it as good as we would be able to do it in an actual sales call, but we can sort of simulate it here. So this is why first we ask them why they're actually there, and then we label them with the problem they have. This is what we're doing here. And as soon as we've labeled them with a problem and they said, hey, yeah, this is my problem actually, we ask them what they've done in the past to solve this problem. After they told us what they've done, we say them that it's not their fault that they weren't able to solve their problem. They were just missing something specific that your company luckily can provide for them. So then we ask them if we can make them an offer and explain a bit more what we do, and then based on all the information the lead gave us before, we make them a personalized offer. Now if they're interested in this offer, we lead them down here into the actual scheduling of the call into your calendar with whichever software you actually use. So this is the bot, and now let's hop into actually building this chatbot. Okay, now we're in the new agent, and the first thing we're going to do is just delete all this bullshit here. We don't need it. We will build something for our own. So let's start creating our actual bot. As this is just for lead generation purposes, I will only go with you through this one workflow. If you have other workflows in your bot, you can just set it on there wherever you would like to have this workflow. But to not make this video too complicated, I will just make this one questioning, offering, and scheduling line, and not any other for problem solving or questioning or any other stuff. If you want these things though, and if you want to build a bot that actually answers questions, whatever, I have a video on that as well. This is not the same software. You will build this other one with BotPress, but I have a video on that as well. Check this out if you want. So to start off, from our start node here, we're going to pull out our first card, and we're going to start with an AI task here, AI response, select the knowledge base AI, and prompt him right here to do what we want him to do. And what we want him to do is to give us a really brief general overview of your business. So this is what we're going to write down here. So this is what we've done here. Give the user a general overview of the company you work for. Be short and precise. Use no more than 2 to 3 sentences. We want to keep this short and pretty general. What we can do as well now is go to the override prompt settings here and select another model. I recommend using GPT, but you can use anything you like. Everything else you can leave as it is for now. And second thing we're going to do is go to talk over here and pull out a message card, put it under here, and we're going to ask, is there anything specific you're looking for? What we can do here is when we go to variants, we can either click here and write our own variant, or just go to this little AI icon here and just create a few variants. Nice. Okay, next thing we want to do is give him the option of whether he is looking for something. So we're going to go over to listen and select the button card and create 2 buttons. One for yes, I am looking for something specific, and one for no. The yes string we can just pull to our question workflow if you have one. If you don't, you can, for example, collect another AI here, go to the knowledge base, and just tell them to answer the user's question as the question we put in the last utterance, so the last message the user actually wrote. From this last utterance part, we can just go and add another button which says, I want to know more, or thanks, that was all, whatever. Of course you can build it way longer, but we want to get down to this lead working workflow down here. So just, if he says I want to know more, just put him back, and if he says thanks, that's all, you can just leave it alone and end the workflow there. So back to our actual lead qualifying cards down here. So we have one for yes. Now we're going to create the interesting part, which is the workflow for no. By the way, the not found part you can just leave out. If you have a knowledge base, you don't need this. And of course you have a knowledge base because your bot needs one to function, so you can leave this out. How to implement a knowledge base here, I will show you in the end of this video, but first let's build the bot. And what we're going to do from here is pretty simple. So we know he's not looking for anything specific, so we're just going to say him that we recommend that we ask him a few more questions so we know what our user actually wants, how he thinks, what his problems are, to make him then a personalized offer. But we're not going to say we're going to make him an offer. Most people just want to get offered something. So we're going to say to him, let me ask you a few more questions, then I can help you better. And again, we can create some variants here just to make this interesting. And now this is going to all follow the same scheme. So we're going to get another response from the AI, go to knowledge base again, and what we're going to do in this card is tell him that he should ask the user why he's there. Remember, clarifying why they're there. So just tell the bot, I want you to ask the user why he's interested in XYZ, whatever your business sells. Again, we can override the prompt and select the GPT 3.5 turbo step. And this is basically what we're just going to do for every other question. So now that we know why he's there, we're going to label him with a problem. So we're going to select this card and duplicate it. And all we're going to do here is going to down to instructions and ask the question again, put in our last utterance, so we give him the last message the user sent. Pretty simple, and this is all we need. Now we can put this over here. What we can do is the not found part. So if your bot can't find or isn't able to ask a question or to formulate a question like you want to, you can just pull it down here, add a message, and then just ask him for yourself. Why are you here? For example, and then from here just go back up. It doesn't really matter, we just want to understand the prospect better. So how the question is formulated doesn't really matter, we just want to get the answer. Okay, after we now know why the prospect is there and what problem he has, we want to know what he has done previously to solve this problem. But actually let's do one step previous to that one, because what we want to do is we want the user to verify their problem. So we want them to actually state, yes, this is my problem. So what we're going to do is pretty simple. We're just going to add a message under this again, asking, does that sound about right? And again, give him 2 buttons to click. One is yes, the other one is no. If he says yes, we just continue. If he says no, we're going to ask him again. So what is her problem? And then go to the listen part and put a capture in here. By the way, this capture part, I forgot, I'm sorry. This capture part we have to put in to the why are you here as well, and in here as well. And then again, connect these again, connect this one, and the not found string we can as well put down here. So now we either way have a problem. Now that we asked for why they're there and we label them with a problem, we obviously want to find out what they've done in the past to solve this problem. And to do that, we're just going to pull out again and again. You know how it goes. We create an AI step, knowledge base. Okay, so we told the AI, ask the user what he's done in the past to solve this problem, and then gave him the user problem. And of course again, in case he doesn't find for some reason the question, we can just ask ourselves, what have you done in the past to solve this problem? Again, pull out some variants here. So now the next step is the last step before pitching, actually. So again, pull out an AI step right here, and this time, knowledge base again, this time we're going to tell them to objectify their past mistakes. It wasn't their fault that it didn't work out. They were just lacking something very specific that luckily we can offer. Okay, now we're running into a little bit of a problem here, because I told him to tell the user that it wasn't his fault, etc, etc. And I gave him, or at least I wanted to give him, the problem the user has and what he tried before. The thing is that we haven't actually stored the information on what the user has done in the past in any other variable than last utterance. And as last utterance is just the last message the user has sent, which in this case is the answer to the question what he's done in the past, we lost track of what his actual problem was. So let's go back to this card right here and give this card of ask the user who is interested in what your company sells the variable problem. Let's give him the variable problem. So to do that, let's go to capture the user's reply and change last utterance right here to problem. Nope, delete that. Problem. Create the variable and leave it there. And again, the why are you here for if he doesn't find the answer, we can as well put to, let's search, where is it? The problem part. And as well, so what is your problem? Put this to problem. Nice. Now we can go back to our latest card and give it as problem the variable problem. And now we have everything we need. So now the bot will be sending the message of how it wasn't the user's fault and he was just lacking something very specific that our company can offer. Last step now is to make him a personalized offer. And to do that, we're just going to ask him for permission first. So pull out the message card and ask, do you mind if I share how we go about solving this for our clients? Again, listen, button, yes, I mind, or no, I don't mind. Now, it's very, very unlikely that the user is going to say, yes, I would mind if you tell me how I can solve this problem. Either way, we want to give him the option to do so. And if he now says, yes, I mind, we can put him through another workflow of are you sure, because this could really help you, etc, etc. But I'm not going to do this for now. You can do it however you like, or just leave it empty because hardly anyone is ever going to click this button. If you want to make sure though, I will have no idea where to put this, you can just create a new card with what else can I do for you and send this guy back up here to this last utterance, so he just gets back into the question flow that we just created up here. Now, for the no I don't mind, put it out again, response AI, knowledge base. Alright, so make the user a personalized offer and use the previous information he gave you, which is as problem, the variable problem, and what he's done in the past, the last utterance again. And from this we can just pull it out, put in a message here and tell him I recommend you schedule a call with our team to find out more. Go to AI, get the response AI, knowledge base, and we're going to tell this AI task from the knowledge base, give the user a link to schedule a call with the team. No worries, I know we don't have a knowledge base yet, we'll do that in a minute, but just so he can give the actual link to the user to schedule his call. Nice. If he doesn't find this link for whatever reason, you can just put in talk card here, put in a message card, and paste your link for however you do it, your Calendly or whatever, how you book the calls in here, no problem at all. And at this point, obviously, we can go further, we can build this workflow more throughoutly, we can pull this back up to whatever, ask him new questions or whatever. But for the actual qualifying part, the personalized offer part, and the call scheduling part, we're done here. This is very simple, really simple setup, not too complicated. Just asking questions, making a personalized offer, asking for the call. So now you know how that works. Two things left: creating the knowledge base and implementing the bot. So let's go to the knowledge base. Alright, and we're back for the knowledge base. Please excuse the sudden change of clothing, it is the next day, but either way, let's hop in. So to get to the knowledge base, this is really simple. Just click this little arrow up here, go back, and go to the knowledge base. It may be that in the creation of your bot you already had to give him a knowledge base, so it may be that here already you have some data or some URLs or whatever. This doesn't change anything. You can obviously keep it in here. But what we want to do now, if you have nothing in here or if you want to add something, just go to add data source, and now we can add whatever we want. Adding something from Zendesk is, for everyone who doesn't know, Zendesk is a CRM. If you use Zendesk as your CRM, then it is definitely recommended that you use this integration. Otherwise, I would recommend just uploading a file or plain text, because when you're uploading URLs or sitemaps, it is likely that you have the ads and everything that may be on the website within the knowledge base, and you don't want that. It's a lot of noise in the knowledge base if you use these, or at least it can be. So I recommend using either plain text or upload a file. But URLs and site notes obviously are easier because you can just put in your website. And to do that, let's go to the sitemap and just enter the URL of your website. So this is the URL of my website, and to find the sitemaps, just type /sitemap.xml, click continue, and you'll find out every other site within your website. Import these and you're good to go. This is the core knowledge base for your bot now. But what we want to do now for the lead nurturing and qualifying and offering and then call booking part, we're going to add another data source and add a plain text. And what we want to do here, specifically to give them the option to book a call, is just type in scheduling link and then whatever you want after that. So your Calendly link or whatever. I recommend, no matter what bot you build, create a plain text in which you just write down URLs for different stuff. So website URL, scheduling link URL, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want in there, just to get some important notes written down, create a plain text, write everything in there, and you're good to go, because it's far easier for the bots to get to this information. So let's get back to the workflow. Okay, and now that we added the knowledge base, everything is done. Of course, you can add way more and way longer workflows here, add different workflows. If anything were to not go as planned, you can again click around, alter the prompts or whatever. This is extremely customizable. If you want to test your bot and how it's going, just go to run or this little thing down here, and as you can see, when we do that, he comes up with the first step, giving us a brief description of what our company is actually about. Okay, so that's it for the bot. Now you know how to really easily nurture a lead, make the personalized offer, and get him into the call. If I was actually able to help you out with this video, I would be eternally grateful if you could just hit subscribe or tell me how you liked the video in the comments. Other than that, I wish you nothing but success, a wonderful day, and we'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.